And I'm trying not to cry. My worst day of my life was really my best day. When I was 17, I went out. I didn't have a lot of money, but I was doing okay. And I went to a grocery store and I told the manager what happened in my life. And I said, I want to feed 2 families. Help me out. Give me a discount. And he gave me 10% off. And I thought, cheap bastard, but I took it. I had the most enjoyable shopping. I took 2 shopping carts and just filled it up for 2 families. And then I called this church and I said, who do you know that needs help but won't ask for it, won't come for it? And they gave me 2 families' names. And so I wrote a little note. I just put, this is a gift from a friend. Everyone has tough times. I hope you have a beautiful Thanksgiving. And someday, if you can, do this for someone else. But now you look at us paying for it. And the first house I went to is a little tiny place. I knock on the door, and this woman about this tall, Hispanic woman, sees me and sees the food and screams, and then grabs my head and pulls it down, starts kissing me on the cheek. I said, no, delivery boy, delivery boy. And she said, and I pull out the note and I flipped it over in Spanish, and she read it, and then she started to cry, and she started giving me kissing. I said, no, delivery. She goes, no, gift of God, gift of God. And I'm trying not to cry. I'm just like, I feel like it was yesterday still. And so I was so excited to set the food down. All of a sudden I heard screams. And then next thing I know, I'm hit by one and then by another 4 boys. And one hit one leg, one hit the other. They saw the food, they went crazy. And I said, come help me. We had other stuff in the van. And we brought all this food in, and then it was time to go. And the father had left them, I found out later, 4 days before Thanksgiving with no money and no food. Anyway, I'm looking through the mirror and I just started crying uncontrollably. I'm like, why am I crying so bad? This is such a beautiful moment. And I just realized my worst day of my life was really my best day. The day that was the most painful to me, because that father is the one he adopted me. I carry his name. That I wouldn't be there that day. I'm a good human being, but would I work as hard as I worked to feed other people? I mean, next year I did 4, then 8, then 12, then I had a little company. I got my employees involved. And I got to 1 million people, 2 million people. And then about 12 years ago, I want to feed 1 billion meals here in the United States in 10 years. I see it as a blessing. I always try to help people say, how could you turn your worst day into your best day? That's when life is really magical.